all wiggly.
Wait, bring her over here. I want to get some of them sounds. Back up. Right. Mama eyes.
Good morning. Good morning.
Oh, watch her
Sorry.
head. There you go. That's great. Hey. Hey. Hello. She's looking in the fridge. She's like,
Whoa. Whoa. Big yawn. Say, I just took almost a 3-hour nap.
yay. Now we could just do that at night.
Yeah.
My mother would be so happy.
Big yawn. Oh, so tired. She drained me.
Hello, welcome to the channel. That little tiny human right there can reroute the entire flow of a household. If you have ever dealt with a baby that has acid reflux or GERD, you already know. One rough night turns into a rough week, and suddenly the whole house is falling apart. And really, you just don't have time to clean out a refrigerator or throw away leftovers or wipe out shelves or anything like that. Your main goal is just to keep that tiny little human upright and try to keep her fed and as comfortable as you possibly can until her medicine starts to work. You already know how it is if you've ever dealt with it. And if you haven't, well, God bless you, because it can be pretty rough, honestly. You know, sometimes life can really just throw you some curveballs, and you end up going in directions that you had no idea you were going to go in. And things can get ugly, like the refrigerator. But that's okay because the baby has got her medicine. The house has calmed down. It was a long few weeks, I think maybe 3 weeks or so. And so now I'm able to do a little bit of catching up. And really, I wasn't even going to show this refrigerator, but my friend talked me into it. And I thought, you know what? Life is life. And this is all about real life and real messes. And everybody has those times in their life when everything falls apart. So this is one of mine. Um, so I'm gonna start with actually making room in the kitchen because you can see the kitchen is a mess. We've just basically kept up on dishes and keeping things wiped down, and that's pretty much it. The counter daily gets cluttered up with things, and nobody really worries too much about. Um, I guess, like we make sure it's clean, but it doesn't matter if it gets cluttered. We kind of have been taking turns with the baby, me and my daughter and her husband. The nights are very long, and so I sit up with her, or I was sitting up with her in the morning so my daughter could get some sleep. Um, but yeah, so I'm making room. I want to try and focus on the fridge. I'm feeling a little overwhelmed, honestly, because the kitchen is such a mess. And I'm like, well, maybe I can clean this and maybe I can clean that. And I'm like, no, I'm telling myself, no, we're going to stay focused on the fridge. We're going to get it cleaned out. We're going to get all of the shelves wiped off. We're going to get everything in there reorganized. So that's what I'm doing. Garbage bag set up to throw away whatever needs to be thrown away. But you know how I like to clean in sections. I'm just taking this one thing at a time. So to kind of help with my overwhelm, I'm telling myself, let's just pull everything out, put it on the counter, and then we'll get it all cleaned out. And when I go to put everything back, that's when I will get rid of whatever needs to be gotten rid of. So that's what I'm doing, painstakingly pulling everything out and putting it on the counter. So if you don't know, my daughter and her husband, and now their daughter, they live with Vince and I. And so we split the refrigerator, and it's supposed to be I get the top shelf, Jada gets the middle shelf, and we kind of share the bottom. But we've been in survival mode for so long. Nobody's really paid any attention. We just eat or pull things out as we need it, and we just throw it right back in. So it's gotten disorganized. And today I'm gonna reorganize it. And I think, I think it's gonna make almost like, I don't know how you want to say it, like almost feel kind of healing. I don't know. But the house, has just been in an uproar for a while. And like I said, things are starting to calm down. I'm gonna start out by washing the shelves again. I'm kind of doing it a little backwards than how I normally do it, but it's very overwhelming. So I'm trying to stay focused on one task at a time so they don't get overwhelmed. So all of these shelves are glass and they come out, as you can see, which is really nice. So I'm gonna scrub all of the shelving first and get those done and get those drying. And I'm just using Dawn dish soap and a Scotch-Brite sponge, and all of the stuff is coming off. It's just superficial. It's not really horrible. It's just, stuff, whatever. And I'm going to take the bottom part apart. The entire inside of the refrigerator comes apart, which is really nice. And again, I'm just doing it in sections. As you can see, I still have my vegetable drawers in there full of vegetables, and that's okay. I'm not going to pull them out yet because I'm not ready. I'm talking about the vegetables. I'm not going to worry about. I'm just going to take everything out, get all of the pieces clean. And that's where I'm telling myself we're starting. As you can see, that bottom glass there's a little sticky. I don't know what spilt. I'm not really going to worry about it. I'm just going to clean it. I'm not really looking for perfection. I'm really not. For me, this is kind of the first step to getting back into a more calm household. Um, like I said, I've said it 10 times already. I'm just taking it one step at a time because it does feel very overwhelming. I've fallen behind on a lot of my daily chores and my weekly chores even. And so things are starting to build up. But now that Jade is feeling better and the baby is more settled and feeling better, and she has medicine for her acid reflux, um, things are feeling a lot better. And this just feels kind of, in a sense, kind of therapeutic. Like, okay, I'm reclaiming the peace of the household. um, so yeah, so this is really good. I bought this refrigerator, I want to say it was like 2015 or 2016. I actually bought it myself. I had gotten a job and I got promoted as a manager. And so, of course, my pay went up. And I was really proud of myself. I bought it with my own paycheck. Vincent didn't have to buy it, and I was so proud. So I bought the refrigerator and the stove. They're a set. They go together. And I'm just using Lysol concentrate on the inside. It does really nice. The refrigerator on the inside isn't really nasty or anything. It just needs a really good wipe down. Jelly gets stuck. I don't know how jelly gets on the side of the refrigerator, but it just does. Okay, we're gonna go with it. And I'm just gonna wipe everything out. I go over it with the wet cloth, and then I'm going to go back over it with a dry cloth, and just make sure I get any loose debris or anything. And that's the bottom. And, that's mystery juice. I don't know what that is down there. I'm sure that's the leftovers of whatever made the glass sticky. So I'm getting these little glass pieces done, and they're really crispy around the edges. So yeah, I'm not really sure what it was. It could have been juice. It could have been, you know what? Let's not even think about it. So there's everything. I got it all washed and I'm going to get it dried and I'm going to put it in piece by piece. But this is really nice. I think it's really nice that everything just pops right out. Wash it with some hot water, dry it, and pop it right back in. And, and it cleans up really good, even with as old as it is. It does a really good job. I've had this refrigerator like packed before, like bursting at the seams, and it still stays cold. So that's really good. I always wanted a really good refrigerator. I always before would have to buy like used ones, when I was a young mom and but yeah, so when I got this one I was really happy. And everything just goes right back in. Everything's nice and clean. And honestly, the pressure at this point really feels like it's coming off my shoulders. Just already feeling more in control. I know it's crazy, right? But it is what it is. It's life. And like I said, I was a little leery about um, showing my disaster in the refrigerator. But you know what? Here's the thing. Everybody has, uh, you know, things that they're not so proud of. Life can just really get chaotic and out of control. And, some things like cleaning out the refrigerator has to get pushed to the back burner because there's just way more important things going on that need your full attention. And you know what? It's okay. It's okay to let the refrigerator go. It's okay to only keep the kitchen functioning. It doesn't have to be sparkling clean all the time. Sometimes I feel like cleaning and having things look in a certain way is pressure that we just tend to put on ourselves. Of course, you want a clean home. You don't want germs and, you don't want things to be nasty. But sometimes life, it'll just come at you with both barrels and you got to pick and choose, what's more important. So for us, the refrigerator wasn't really that important. Now it is because I can get to it. So I don't know how long this clean is going to last, but hopefully it'll last for a while. Uh, Maybe it'll be easier now to just to keep up on it, like we normally do. We normally keep up on it. We keep things cleaned out. And this part right here, it made me really sad. These are my fruits and vegetables. They went bad. I'll be honest. I just didn't have time to chop up salads and prepare fresh food like I normally do. And throwing this stuff away made me really sad. It kind of solidified how crazy life has been for the last month. But it is what it is. Life is good now. And we're gonna get back on track. We'll get back to eating our fresh foods again and just loving our home. So this is Jada's drawer and I'm just kind of going through it. Um, she has some yogurts and things in there I'm going to put in the fridge for her. And I'm going to get these all washed out and dried and we'll get them put back away as well. And we'll put everything back in there the way that it goes. So one drawer is mine and one drawer is hers. It just works out pretty good that way. So that's Jada's drawer. And that's all her stuff. And then this is my drawer. It works out pretty good. Um, we neither one of us get our particular shelves overflowing. So what I'm gonna do is because we both have a lot of condiments, as you can see, I'm gonna use this side for myself and the other door for Jada's condiments and whatever she wants to store in the drawer. And again, these are really nice. They just pop right out. Just throw them in the sink. Use a little soap and water, which I don't know if I told you, but I'm using Dawn dish soap. Cleans it right up. Really nice. And yeah, so that's going to be Jada's side. And then I think everything will be a lot more organized, a lot easier to keep up with. She's a new mom and, her life is really going to be busy. So let's try and make it easy on both of us, right? So I'm just going to get these doors wiped down. And I really like this refrigerator too because it cleans really easy. Just really easy. When it's all cleaned up, it looks really nice. And it has a lot of room. I'm really hoping now also since the baby has gotten her medicine and life is starting to calm down a lot more around here that I'm going to be able to post on a more regular schedule. Right now I just have just been posting like when I can do it, because it takes time, to film, and it takes time to edit, and it's something I love to do. I like again, I just haven't had time. Just been helping my daughter with the baby and things like that. So now that, Jada's got things under control, and hopefully I'll be able to start posting more regularly. That is something I am definitely looking forward to. And I did manage to get some new picture frames. If you watch any of my videos regularly, I've been debating on how to redo my pictures in my living room, and I was actually able to get some new picture frames. So I'm going to be redoing that soon. And I'm really looking forward to doing that and sharing it with you guys as well. That's going to be a lot of fun for me. Just remember, guys, give yourself grace if you got things going on. It is what it is. Do the best you can do to keep your head above water and prioritize. Take care of what's really important. My philosophy is and always will be the mess will be there when you're ready for it. It's definitely not going to go anywhere. Uh, Even though we pray that it does, it doesn't. It's still there. So, you know, just give yourself grace. Just organizing everything. I had Jada go through all of her condiments off the camera. And so now I'm just going to polish the front. I got this polish from Marshall's about the same time I bought the refrigerator, about six or about 10 years ago, like 2016, 2015, 2016. And it does a really good job. I'm right at the end of the bottle, and I've looked over there and they don't sell it anymore. But it's a really good cleaner and polish. Gets all the fingerprints off. I just go over it with my little scratch pad sponge and get whatever, buildup and grime is on the outside. And then I wash it down, with Dawn dish soap. And I go over it with a dry towel. And then I use the polish on it. And it polishes up really, really nice. I had another friend tell me that, like, 409 or somebody makes a really nice stainless steel polish, and that's probably what I'm going to look for now that my other polish is gone. I will give it a try and I will let you guys know what I find. So that'll be interesting, to try different polishes. That'll be kind of wow. I should maybe buy a couple different ones and try each one out and let you guys know what I think. That might be a nice idea, right? That could be fun. So I just want to take a second and I want to say that if you have watched the whole video, I really appreciate your time. And if you enjoyed it, I would ask you to give me a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm and all that stuff. And if you would like to see some more of my content and maybe the stainless steel polish comparison or the picture frame, I don't know, thing I'm going to be doing, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And I think I'm going to go ahead and end it here. I'm going to I'm going to polish this, and then I'm going to put all my little grandkids' pictures back up and call it a day. Well, thanks a lot, guys, and I will see you on the next one. Bye bye.
Your smile lit up like a sunrise glow. Touch so soft where the seasons flow. We met where the stars take their flight. Every moment with you feels just right. Whisper your